Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back. If you guys brand new here, welcome to the show. My name is Anton, and this is the Anton's Aqua Rock Show, and today we're going to be reviewing A Day to Remember's brand new single, Miracle, off their upcoming record, A Day to Remember number 8. Yeah. And to anyone who doesn't know who A Day to Remember is, they're an American rock metal band from Ocala, Florida, founded in 2003 by guitarist Tom Denny and drummer Bobby Scruggs. And they're best known for creating this style that's very much a mixture of like pop punk and metalcore. And yeah, probably most people that are watching this, you know who they are, but they're just a fantastic band. Now, to anyone who wants to request something, please leave all of your requests in the Discord. First link down below, and that's it. So let's get into A Day to Remember, Miracle. Red usually means heavy. Yeah. Sound. Is that the same drummer they usually have? Damn. I like the video. Yes.
You could find the faith to take the leap. It only took one shot to prove I'm not made of glass. There's no pain you can cause, it won't eventually pass. If you could only see the way that I see, you'd be betting on the right here, right now. To hell with all the someday, somehow. I'm waiting long enough, waiting long enough.
Ooh. Cool riff.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My will is stronger.
Yeah. I love the use of color in the video. Man, this is actually a very cool breakdown. I like the riff. Very extended.
You might think it's something spiritual, but I'm betting on the right here, right now. To hell with all the someday, somehow. I'm waiting long enough, waiting long enough.
Ooh.
Right here, right now. To hell
I love the layers. Man, one thing I'm finding very cool about a lot of these, you can call them metalcore bands or whatever, but I love what they're doing is they're finding a way to make their music more melodic catchier, more singing, but at the same time, they're actually in some sense like making the heavy parts even heavier. Like instead of, because I feel like there was this push, like the last decade, or actually in some sense the last 3 to 5 years, where a lot of metal bands were taking out all of the heavy parts and they're replacing them with like way more singing, that kind of thing, right? They're making their music a lot more poppy and catchy, but they were sacrificing kind of in some sense who they were and what they started as to be catchier. And now we're noticing this like kind of push, this pullback, but not to go like overly heavy, but just creating this really cool balance of like when it's catchy, it's catchy, and then when it's heavy, it's heavy, like, Beartooth Riptide, Bad Things by I Prevail, that kind of thing. I really like this, almost, you can call it 50-50 approach, 60-40, 70-30, but just, I like how when it's heavy, and when it's poppy, it's poppy, you know what I mean? And I just feel like these bands are creating a very cool new style, you know what I mean? They're playing with that balance of, singing and screaming, and I just think it's very cool. And overall, I like this one quite a bit. This felt very different for A Day to Remember, especially just the anthemic nature of the chorus. Like I said before, most of what I've heard by A Day to Remember is very pop punky. You know what I mean? When they do sing, it's this very pop punk style, where this seems to be evolving out of that pop punk style. This seems to be evolving into a new clean style, a new singing style, a new anthemic style that is definitely doing something different. And yeah, do you guys think you can like nail it down? And like, let me know down below. But what do you think is this shift happening in metal? This like, yeah, do you agree? Do you think it's like this like kind of 50-50 approach? Or how do you see things changing? Let me know. And now let's jump into the lyrics here. All right, we're back. So we're starting off with, if you could only feel the way that I feel, ready for the war to come my way. Yeah, I struggled, so I know what it takes. The pressure only builds till it breaks. If you could only feel the way that I feel. You may think it's something spiritual, but I'm betting on the right here, right now. To hell with all the someday, somehow. I've waited long enough, don't need a miracle. Right here, right now. To hell with all the someday, somehow. Man, so what I get from that is I think he's saying he's kind of like, Beartooth, Caleb, really changing his life around and becoming a better person. I feel like Jeremy's also maybe turning over a new life, new leaf. Maybe he's really changing his life around and he's just tired of, I'll change things up someday. I'll, quit drinking or quit smoking or whatever it is, whatever the vice is that he's evolving out of. Yeah, I like this, that a lot of these bands, these frontmen are going through these really big trials and tribulations and finding a new way to be themselves, like a more confident, but also more than confident, it's like they're finding a way to be happy. And that's what I get from like Caleb and Jeremy here, is that they're like, okay, I want to be happy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this genre, a lot of the frontmen, a lot of the bands and metal, as Beartooth Riptide, like they dramatize, they romanticize the pain. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just want to be like, yeah, no more of that. I want to be happy, and I want to sing the songs that remind me of who I can be. But you may think it's something spiritual, but I don't need a fucking miracle. Hey, if you could only see the way that I see, you could find the faith to take the lead. It only took one shot to prove I'm not made of glass. There's no pain you could cause that won't eventually pass. If you could only see the way that I see. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My will is strong. That almost sounds like a sermon or something. That's cool. Man, but I really like the shift in all of these bands now. Do you guys agree? Do you kind of like that, a lot of these metalcore bands seem to be turning over a new leaf? Like, I think it's awesome, but maybe that's just me. But let me know your thoughts down below. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to all my tier 3 patrons. So we got Amber, Britt, Brianna, Daphne, David, Kelly, Ken, Laura, Melissa, Russ, and Sharon. So shout out to all of you, and I'll see everybody again tomorrow. I love you. Bye.